Hello, everybody. Welcome to the SoapCentral.com SoapCast. I'm Allison J. Waldman, your two-scooper, your your recaster, your soap synopsis writer. You name it, I do it for SoapCentral.com. Hope you're all having a great week. And there's been quite a bit of soap news this week. Some casting information. Starting with Sean Kanan, who was last seen on Young and the Restless as Deacon Sharp, being dragged off to prison. Well, he's going to go right over to The Bold and the Beautiful because Bill Spencer's character is going to find out that Deacon is Hope's father, and he is trying to break up Hope and Liam. So therefore, somehow or another, Bill is going to get Deacon either out of jail, out of trouble, or something, because Deacon is going to Los Angeles, and he's going to be part of Bold and the Beautiful again. And that's Sean Kanan. I think his first due date is May 24th. And what's really interesting is, are they going to pair him up with Amber? Because Deacon and Amber could be quite a troublemaking duo for the guys in The Bold and the Beautiful. So that's what I would suggest. If Brad Bell is listening, that would be a good idea, Brad. I still can't wait to see what Crystal Chappelle's going to be like on that show. And I wish they would give more to Hillary B. Smith to do. I realize that she's just Dr. Stacy Barton, the psychiatrist, but, get her involved. Let her go out on a date with somebody. I would love to see some of these wonderful actors from other soaps who drop in to Bold and the Beautiful, like when A. Martinez dropped in as the doctor. It's like these guys are too good to just be dropped in for like a day or two. Make them part of the show. Make them part of the story. They're really good actors. It's like we don't always need just the same old, same old. But on the other hand, it was really nice to hear that General Hospital is bringing Florenzo Lozano onto that show, you playing the Taya Delgado character from One Life to Live. So looking forward to that. I think that would be an excellent addition. Also on General Hospital, we can look forward to seeing a new Christina Davis, Alexis's daughter. Now, I'm really curious how they're going to write this in, because when last we saw, Christina was going off to Yale, and it was a big deal because Sonny had to pull some strings to get her into the college, and now if she's coming back after less than a year, does that mean that Christina, failed? Is she going to transfer out of Yale to go to, Port Charles University? Yeah, that doesn't really, fly, guys. So my guess is that we're going to get some major storyline. Either she screwed up big time, or she's in trouble, or she's having anxiety. Who knows? Whatever it is, she's coming back as a new actress, and we will see her shortly. And they're probably going to age her a little bit more, which is ridiculous, because if you look at Nancy Grahn doesn't look old enough to have a grown daughter. I'm sorry, she just doesn't. So anyway, that's what's going on with General Hospital. Days of Our Lives, as you know, last week, Days of Our Lives let go 4 major actors. And what we're hearing now are kind of a mixed message. On one hand, the executive producer Greg Meng said that those characters could come back at some time, and they'd like to see them incorporated again. On the other hand, we've also heard from other sources that there's going to be more firings on Days of Our Lives. So it sounds like the new head writers are going to be trimming the cast, trimming the storylines, and I don't know. That doesn't sound very promising to me. Especially since I've really been liking where Days has been going lately. And usually when they trim the cast, the older, more expensive actors are the first to go, and they keep the kids, who you have no attachment to, right? I don't really either. So it's like, if anybody at Days is listening, let's keep John and Marlena, let's keep Bo and Hope, let's keep EJ and Sammy and Lucas. Let's keep those guys. We want those guys. All right, all right. Now, Young and the Restless. Young and the Restless. I just did my 2 Scoops column about Young and the Restless, and it is a funny show. It is a really funny show because you got these characters. You got, suddenly last week you had, Victor and Nikki breaking up. Then Nikki goes to bed with Jack, and Jack dumps Genevieve, and then Genevieve goes to Victor, and the next thing you know, she's selling Beauty of Nature to Victor, and she's in bed with Victor. But then 2 days later, Victor is back at the ranch, and Nikki is horseback riding, and she twists her ankle, and, Victor is right there for her. So you get all these, yin and yang, yin and yang, yin and yang. It's like, come on, It's like we've been through this so many times before. Nikki and Victor belong together. As obnoxious as he is, he does love her, and she's better off with him. She's not going to be happy with Jack. Jack is not going to be happy with her. When he finally realizes that he gave up Beauty of Nature for a fling with Nikki, he's not going to be happy. But the really exciting news about Young and the Restless is I think we're going to finally get a good storyline for Christian LeBlanc, Michael Baldwin, because next week, and I'm sure you guys have read this in spoilers, Victor fires Michael. Like that. Now, Michael has been this loyal, indispensable lawyer, sidekick, confidant for Victor, and Victor gets angry at him for failing to do something. He drops the ball in one of the cases, and just like that, Victor fires him. I know. I couldn't believe it either when I read that spoiler. Are you kidding me? It's like, how could Victor do that? Well, he's Victor Newman. So that should be really interesting. I'm also curious to see on that show where they're going to be going now that, Phyllis and Nick seem to be a couple. Sharon is sort of loose. And is she going to end up back with Adam? Or is Adam going to end up with Chelsea? Because it certainly looks like there's something going on there. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, as far as General Hospital goes, since we really kind of just skated over that, really glad that Sonny was not convicted, because Sonny in jail is not an interesting storyline. But I like the fact that they've upped the ante. I'm not really crazy about finding out that Jason and Franco were twins. Didn't care for that storyline at all. I don't really buy it, but I guess there's a reason, method to their madness, right? I guess something like that. On to other soap subjects. Good old SoapCentral.com is really the place to go for archives and histories and 2 Scoops and storylines and, what happened last night, what happened last week, what happened a year ago. We're running out of places to go for this stuff. I think I told you guys a few weeks ago, Soap Opera Weekly is going out of business. So that's one less soap magazine. And I can't say how long Soap Opera Digest is going to be around either, because it's getting harder and harder for print publications to make it. So if you haven't already bookmarked it, bookmark SoapCentral.com, because it is the place to go. We've been around for 17 going on 18 years, and it is the one-stop spot for all your soap news and also all your soap history and the best information. So, okay, that's the commercial for SoapCentral.com. And, I left out Dan's Soap Central Live every Friday. Don't forget that. So, all right, well, it's about 10 minutes on the old dial, and I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you all have a great week. Spring is sprung, and things are getting exciting, and we should get some really good storylines coming up in the soaps, because it's just around the corner, guys. May sweeps. And May sweeps always means big, hot storylines. So even though there's only 4 soaps left, we're going to enjoy them. Okay? Okay, so until next week, this is Allison Waldron, your two-scooper, recapper, and soapcaster, signing off for SoapCentral.com, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.